What does manhood mean to you?
Ooh, manhood to me, um, it means strength, but not in the sense that people often take it. I think strength is multi-layered. Um, I think often we think of strength as brute force and physicality. But I think it takes strength for a man to be the opposite of that. I think it takes strength for a man to be caring. For it takes strength for a man to be empathetic in a world that encourages men to not be. I think it takes strength to, get up in the morning and get your stuff done and provide for your family. That takes mental fortitude, takes physical fortitude.
Hi, and welcome to another edition of King Crush Thursday, the series where we highlight and uplift Black men because, frankly, not too many people are doing it. My name is Val Gay, and I'm super excited about this brother today. He is an Emmy Award winning multimedia journalist. He is a style kind of guy. He's Mr. Chicago. That's where I met him. He does a lot of things and he's really funny too. Even though I'm not sure if he would say that he's funny, but I found him to be really funny in terms of his quips. So, without further ado, please welcome Mr. Brandon Pope. Hey, Brandon.
Hey Val, how you doing? Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for being here.
And I am honored that you think I'm funny, you know? I like to think I'm funny. Not everybody thinks it, but I'm glad I can add you to the list of people that do, you know?
Add me to the list because I just remember chuckling a lot during your panel discussion. I mean, you just
No,
got away with words.
I've
They're
done
really
three stand-up sets in my life, and two of them were smashing successes, and one of them, nobody laughed at all. So,
cool.
I've got a 60% ratio.
60% is better than 50. So there
It
you go,
sure is.
you
It
know,
sure is.
better than 50. So that's great. Awesome. Well, your presence here is so important for us because with your presence here, we are putting a wedge in the very narrow and myopic window of how the world sees Black men, particularly through the lens of the media. And if you were to believe the media, there would be maybe 3 to 4 stereotypes that you get to see, and you all got to fit into those things. Whereas we know that the world is so much wider than that. The world of Black men, I believe there's probably as many Black men are walking the face of the planet as the type of Black men that there are. And yet we don't often see them. And so we created this repository. Your contributions here are contributing to this repository of the same 6 questions answered by all of these hundreds of Black men, because ultimately I want young kings who may or may not have positive Black male role models in their life to come to this repository and hopefully find guidance here. And then for the rest of us who are neither male or even Black, for us to come and hopefully have our minds expanded also. And so I'm so glad that you're here. And I'm going to get started with the first question, which is, what does manhood mean to you?
Manhood to me, um, it means strength, but not in the sense that people often take it. I think strength is multi-layered. Um, I think often we think of strength as brute force and physicality. But I think it takes strength for a man to be the opposite of that. I think it takes strength for a man to be caring. For it takes strength for a man to be empathetic in a world that encourages men to not be. I think it takes strength to, get up in the morning and get your stuff done and provide for your family. That takes mental fortitude, takes physical fortitude. So when I think manhood, I think strength. I think calm. I think about my grandpa. My grandpa was one of my best examples of manhood growing up. He was a man who was slow to anger, physical. He was a handyman, right? He was dependable. He was there to look out for the ladies in our family, and he taught me to do the same thing. But he didn't use manhood as a weapon. He used it as an asset to others around him. So that's what I think manhood's about.
That's really beautiful. Thank you. Thank you so much. So, Brandon, who and or what is important to you?
Wow. I mean, who is important to me is my community, Black people. Um, you know, I care about everybody, but I truly do what I do in journalism to uplift the issues of my community, the Black community. Um, who's important to me. That's who's important to me on a macro level, even just like the Chicago community writ large, white, black, yellow, whoever. But my community is who I care about. When I take it to a micro level, my niece and nephew, my mom, my sister, my grandma, aunt, uncle, the fam. I care about them deeply. My tribe of friends here in Chicago who have lifted me up, who check in on me through good seasons and bad. Um, that's who I care about. And what do I care about? Impact. I care about making an impact wherever I go and whatever I do. I do a lot of things that uh, take up a lot of my time and don't make a lot of money. But what they do is they provide meaningful impact and change where I think it's important to make those. So I wouldn't trade that for the world. Impact is always the motive for me.
That's beautiful. Awesome. Excellent. Thank you. Thank you so much. So, Brandon, how do you want us to see you?
Hmm. I mean, ultimately, I hope people see me as just a dude, just a being a TV person and being someone who's in the public eye. I've learned over time that people have different perceptions of me based off what their experience is watching me or preconceived notions of what they see online, or even maybe they catch me at a bad time at the grocery store when I'm rocking a do-rag and don't feel like talking that day, right? And so what I hope people see ultimately is that I'm someone who is deeply caring about community, deeply caring about people. I believe in the power of empathy and kindness. I believe in everyone's potential to do great things. Um, I don't believe in titles and status. I don't um, you know, operate my life chasing that or chasing others who have that. Um, I'm a humanist at the end of the day, and I'm a person who just I'm a nerd. I'm a nerd. I love information. I love politics. I love books. I love comic books. I love, superhero stuff. As you can see in the back, I got uh the Infinity Gauntlet. I got Black Panther. Um, and so yeah, that's what I hope people see. They see somebody who's a kind humanist, a person at the end of the day who's a little nerdy as well.
Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Little nerdy never hurt nobody is what I like to say.
Oh yeah, I'm a lot nerdy. So but it's funny because all the stuff that I was like, all the stuff that I like, and I've liked my entire life. It's cool to like that stuff now. It wasn't as cool when I was growing up. So it's kind of funny how that works, you know?
Yeah, yeah, I totally get it. I totally get it. That's awesome. So, question four is, Brandon, what is your epic dream?
My epic dream. And when I think epic dream, I mean it's like something that's just big, something big, grand scale. Is it possible? It could always be possible. My epic dream is to have enough money and capital where I can use that to help and empower other people. Specifically, I'd like to use money and capital to help empower Black creatives and creatives of the marginalized communities to create the art that means the most to them, create the films that mean the most to them, the TV projects that mean the most to them, tell the stories that mean the most to them. I do believe that storytelling has real power, and who tells those stories matters. And when we look back in history, the reason why we have history is because people told stories. From the griots of Africa to the Native Americans and their tales, all the way to journalists who document it. Um, Storytelling matters, and so we're losing it from all kinds of different factors: capitalistic factors, societal factors, digital media, AI, all that. What I'd love to do is have the blessing and abundance to be able to help support other people fund their dreams and fund their storytelling. So that's my big epic dream.
That's wonderful. That's awesome. Thank you. So
Mhm.
you've been answering question 5 all along implicitly, but I'm going to ask you explicitly. Mr. Brandon Pope, who are you?
I am proudly, authentically, confidently me, and I stand 10 toes down in it. I grew up having a lot of imposter syndrome, grew up with a lot of, um, what's the word, self doubt, and I was a victim of comparison. Um, I've learned to let that stuff go because at the end of the day, who I am is good enough, and it's plenty.
Mm, that's a word. Yes, indeed. Thank you. Thank you.
We all
Thank you.
experience that at some point, right?
Yes, yes, yes. And it's beautiful to hear other people who have transcended it, that they were feeling the same way, and hopefully it will act as inspiration for others, right? Who may not have gotten through it yet.
And I'll add, I'll even say I don't know if it's if anyone ever truly transcends it, right? I think it's something you're
Mm,
always
good point.
battling, you're always dealing with it in a sense. It's how you manage it. It's um, how you choose to let it impact your belief system and how you operate, your mood, and all those type of things. At the end of the day, we're all human, right? So we're going to, doubts are going to creep in and comparison is going to creep in. Having the mental fortitude though and growing that muscle to be able to say, hey, I can check that and know that's not great. That's not something I should be doing. And for those out there who are Bible readers and who are biblical and Christians, that stuff that's not godly stuff. That is not stuff that God invokes within us. The feelings of self-doubt and not being confident. He wants us to be steadfast and movable. And so that's always what I strive for, being steadfast and immovable.
That's beautiful. Awesome. Excellent. Oh, I'm so glad I said something. Look at you. You just like filled out that answer. Thank you. And here we are already at question 6,
Wow.
which is right. It went by so fast. Which is there anything that I should have asked you that I didn't, or you wanted me to ask you that I didn't? In other words, what did I miss?
Well, I think you're a great interviewer. I think you've done a great job. I think these are awesome, well-intentioned questions that are meant to elicit really good thought. So I don't think you missed anything. I think you did a really great job here. I'm really thankful for the platform and thankful for the opportunity to have a conversation like this. I don't get to have a lot like this, and so it means a lot.
Oh, awesome. Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm so grateful for your presence. Like I said, when I saw you on the panel in Chicago, I was so excited. I remember running over to you and I was like, okay, just calm down. Just try to act cool, act cool. But, that nerdy part of me came out. I was like, hi, my
You
name
were
is Val.
cool. You were plenty cool, plenty cool.
But I'm so grateful because, your presence really does matter. And for young people who may not get to encounter you, do rag or not, right in the supermarket, I really want, and the rest of us, I really want us to start to see that there is a broader world out there. Having the great pleasure and the great good fortune of being a daughter, a sister, an auntie, a friend, a neighbor, a coworker of amazing Black men. I want the whole world to know how amazing you all are and can be, and I'm so grateful for you. And I'm so glad. I'm really hoping that your epic dream comes true sooner rather than later. And I'm so grateful because I honor you, my king. And I'm just really grateful for your presence here today. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much, and thanks for the platform you created. Thank you.
Absolutely. And stay right there because I want to thank the audience for joining us. I hope that you enjoyed this conversation as much as I did. And if there is a positive and successful Black man in your community, in your life, who you want to see highlighted or hear from in this forum, please feel free to click the link below, fill out the nomination form either here or in my bio, and we will take it from there. I just want to hear from as many positive and successful Black men as possible. I should be clear, I always say it, success to me does not equal what someone does for a living. I don't really care except that it's legal and is not hurting anyone. With the exception of those two things, I don't really care what they do for a living, because it's really important about the content of the man's character, and that character and how it impacts the starting with the nuclear family and radiating out to the rest of us. Those are the brothers we also want to hear from and that we want to highlight here. So please, next week, stay tuned for yet another amazing king. And please remember to spread love and have a great day. And Brandon, thank you so much. That was really wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you.
Excellent.